A group of around 40 Haitians, including men, women, children, and even a toddler, arrived in Portland early Sunday morning, landing on a beach in the Ross Craig area shortly after 6 a.m. In response, a formal asylum request was hand-delivered to the Ministry of National Security by international human rights lawyer Malene Alain, founder of Freedom Imaginaries. She's urging the Jamaican government to stop what she calls the unconstitutional denial of due process to Haitians. Alain believes that every person, regardless of how they arrive, deserves fair treatment under the law. This group is the latest in a wave of Haitian arrivals since 2023, with many already repatriated. Haiti has been in deep crisis, social, economic, and political, since the 2021 assassination of President Jovenel Moïse. And while these people may speak a different language, we must remember, we are all one people, connected by our shared humanity and the right to live in dignity and safety.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about an issue that has sparked serious debate across Jamaica and the Caribbean. So, in this video, it involves Haitian migrants who continue to arrive on Jamaica shores, hoping to escape the terrible condition in their home country. This is a difficult topic because it involves human lives, national security, and the responsibility of the government. Let's take a close look at what is happening in the next video that I'm going to post. So all I want from you is that to watch this video until the end. Then I'm going to come with a lot of comments. And also remember, if you are new here, please don't forget to join the community by pressing that subscription button, and also you can comment, like, and share the video.
So all of them are come from the boat, everybody down there. So all of them are changed? Yeah. Them are changed,
In Portland, Jamaica, a group of approximately 42 Haitians, among them a pregnant woman, was intercepted by the security forces early Sunday morning. The group is believed to have arrived on the island sometime between Saturday night and Sunday, landing at a beach in the Ross Craig Long Bay area. According to reports, residents in the community spotted the vessel coming ashore and quickly notified the police. Thanks to their alertness and the swift response of law enforcement, all 42 individuals were detained shortly after their arrival. Authorities have not yet disclosed the group's intended destination or how long they had been at sea. This incident sheds light on the increasing number of Haitians taking risky journeys in search of safety or a better life. Investigations are now underway to determine the next steps for the migrants. The Jamaican government and immigration officials are expected to release more information as the situation develops.
One thing them Jamaicans gonna do, they gonna deport them some Haitians. Yeah, this happens all the time. Haitians pull up to Portland, the Jamaicans catch them, then they deport them back to Haiti. They stay consistently sending them from Portland back to Haiti. This probably happened more than 12 times, a dozen times a year. And the Jamaicans went a step further. They said, if you see these Haitians wash upon our shores of Jamaica, they told the locals not to feed them because they could be armed and dangerous. But you don't see Haitians be like, oh, we're all brothers, man. We're all in the same boat. The government is against us. The government is against both of us. Right? And you know, last time I checked, isn't Jamaica a melanated country? Or is it the Chinese that runs it now? You know, they're all Caribbeans. I know some Haitians identify as Latinos, but they're all Caribbeans for the most part. But they never call out these Jamaicans. And they never call out Ghana. Ghana said to Black Americans, when you're Ghana, come home. Return back to Ghana. Where's a return back to Ghana for the Haitians, the African Haitians?
We don't want no murderers. We don't want no rapists. We don't want no pedophiles here. We have enough of our own problems here where we can't control our own people.
They are not welcomed here. The sentiments of some St. Mary residents who are objecting to the temporary stay of third country nationals in the parish. Janella Precious has the details.
In Grandstown, St. Mary, there's a new topic dominating discussions in the home, places of recreation, and on the streets. TVJ News has learned it is here that some of the third country nationals will reside when they're deported from the United States. Residents are not pleased.
Some send them go back to their country. Tell Andrew and Chang say their house big enough can't hold them. So then if you put them up, not in St. Mary, especially in Grandstown. Carrying Grand Yard, yeah, big enough.
All right, this is a peaceful community, you understand? So if the deported them come here, we don't know where they come in our district come, you understand?
The whole 14 parish need to come out and demonstrate on this.
So if it was Jamaicans coming,
Yes.
they could come.
It's because it's
But
their home.
yeah, it's their home, but it's not Jamaica. They are not Jamaican. Where them up? Some keep them up.
The number of Haitians in police custody in Portland has risen to 28 following the discovery of 6 additional men on the campus of the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case. The 6 were picked up by police hours after 22 Haitians were earlier detained in the parish on Monday. The group now in custody comprises 22 adult males, 4 adult females, and 2 children. The Haitians are expected to undergo screening and medical examinations. They were reportedly detained after residents alerted police to suspicious activity in the Pasley Gardens area of Port Antonio early this morning. Investigators have been conducting searches to determine whether other occupants may have left the area before the police arrived. The arrivals come amid continued migration from Haiti as the country grapples with worsening security and economic conditions. The development also comes at a time when politically sensitive issues such as Jamaica's controversial third country nationals arrangement with the United States is being discussed.
One thing them Jamaicans gonna do, they gonna deport them some Haitians. Yeah, this happens all the time. Haitians pull up to Portland, the Jamaicans catch them, then they deport them back to Haiti. They stay consistently sending them from Portland back to Haiti. This probably happened more than 12 times, a dozen times a year. And the Jamaicans went a step further. They said, if you see these Haitians wash upon our shores of Jamaica, they told the locals not to feed them because they could be armed and dangerous. But you don't see Haitians be like, oh, we're all brothers, man. We're all in the same boat. The government is against us. The government is against both of us, right? And you know, last time I checked, isn't Jamaica a melanated country? Or is it the Chinese that runs it now? You know, they're all Caribbeans. I know some Haitians identify as Latinos, but they're all Caribbeans for the most part. But they never call out these Jamaicans. And they never call out Ghana. Ghana said to Black Americans, when you're Ghana, come home. Return back to Ghana. Where's a return back to Ghana for the Haitians, the African Haitians?
Live.
Now, guys, over the past months, several boats carrying Haitian men, women, and children have reportedly arrived along Jamaica coastline, especially in Portland. Many of these people are not coming as tourists. They are fleeing a country that has been struggling with extreme gang violence, political instability, poverty, a lack of basic services. For many families, living Haiti is a desperate attempt to find safety and a better future. So that's the reason why you are seeing these Haitians, they are fleeing from their country because their country has no peace. We have been seeing the way Haiti, their economy has been destabilized. It's a country that there is no peace there. There has been a lot of gang activities that has been going on in their country. So there's also a political instability in the country, and also there's a lot of poverty. Staying in a country where there's poverty, how it is very difficult for you uh, to sustain or to maintain yourself there, and you cannot stay in a place where there's no enough security. So that's the reason why you're seeing most of the Haitian, they have decided to flee from their country to go and seek refugee in Jamaica, because Jamaica is a very peaceful country. So that's the reason why these people, they are moving, and they feel like they should go to a safer place where they will be able to guarantee that their lives are safe. Imagine being forced to leave your home because your community is no longer safe. Many Haitians have lost family members, jobs. You have been seeing the wars in Haiti. Haiti, there has been no peace there. People have been fighting days and nights, and a lot of people, they have lost their life. And you know very well, you cannot stay in a place where there's no peace, because you cannot continue, you cannot be safe, you cannot guarantee that tomorrow you are going to wake up. So the only solution is to flee your home. And imagine fleeing a place where you have grown, a place where you have built a history, a place where you have known it is home. It is very difficult sometimes. So for many Haitians, they have lost family members, they have lost jobs, and even access to schools and hospitals. Faced with those challenges, some decide to risk dangerous sea journeys in the hope of finding protection elsewhere. Because also for me, that is what I could have done, because I cannot just stay where there's no peace. You should go and look for peace somewhere else. And you can take anything. You can risk. You can just do anything in order to save your life. So that's the reason why you are seeing also these Haitian people. They're risking themselves, traveling in dangerous seas in order to save themselves from their country where there have been no peace, only fightings. However, when these migrants arrive in Jamaica, the governmental response has been clear. Authorities have detained many of those arriving by boat, and in many cases arranged for them to return to Haiti, because this process is illegal. Because these people, they are just coming without proper documentation. And you know very well, in order for you to travel from one country to another, you must have what we call a proper documentation. And I remember very well, without this proper documentation, there's no country that you are going to stay, because also there are some procedures you must follow. If you are a new, or maybe you are a visitor, you are a tourist from different country, there are procedures that you must follow in order for you to be accepted on another people's country. So government officials, they say that they are simply enforcing Jamaicans immigration laws and protecting the country's border. From the government's point of view, every country has the right to control who enters its territory. Officials also argues that Jamaica is a small island with limited resources. They say the country must think about housing, healthcare, education, and also jobs and national security before accepting a large number of migrants. Me and you know very well that it is going to be when a lot of people come into your country, the population also, it is going to rise. So there are some of the things that you are putting at risk. The most important thing is that the most thing that is going to be put at risk is the health care, because we have a lot of people in the country. There might be a rise of different diseases that they are unknown from. Maybe people carry diseases from their country. You saw the way COVID-19, it was brought to different countries, and people really struggled with it. We lost a lot of lives in the country. Also, creation of jobs is going also to be very difficult. Also, it is believed that a border should be controlled, and it is necessary. Also, they argue that if immigration laws are not enforced, more people may attempt the dangerous journey, creating even greater challenges to Jamaica. On the other hand, many human rights organizations see the situation differently. They argue that people fleeing violence should be treated with compassion and given the opportunity to explain why they are seeking protection. Some laws or lawyers and advocates believe migrants should have access to a fair legal process before any decision is made about returning them to Haiti. They point out that the international refugees laws encourage counties or countries to carefully consider asylum's claims, especially when people are escaping war, violence, or persecution. So, according to these advocates from the videos you show, they say that every person's case deserves to be heard individually. This has created a major debate within Jamaica. Some citizens believe that the government is doing the right thing by protecting the country's borders and limited resources. Others believe Jamaica should show greater compassion to people escaping a dangerous condition. So this discussion has become even more sensitive because Jamaica is also involved in wider regional conversation about migration. The question have been raised about agreements involving deportees from the United States and how Caribbean countries should respond to increasing migration across the region. As instability continues in Haiti, experts believe that migration pressure may continue. This means governments throughout the Caribbean will likely face difficult decisions in the months and years ahead. So, finding the right balance between national security, humanitarian responsibility, and limited resources will not be easy. This issue reminds us that migration is really a simple choice. Behind every person arriving by boat is a story, a family, and often a difficult journey filled with fear and uncertainty. At the same moment or at the same time, government must also consider the needs and safety of their own citizens. As viewers, it is important to look at this issue from different perspectives. There are no easy answers. It is possible to support secure borders while also recognizing the human suffering that drives many people to leave their homes. Now, I'd like to hear from your opinion. Do you think Jamaica's government is handling the situation in the best way possible? Should the country continue enforcing a strict immigration law, or should more opportunities be given to people seeking asylum from Haiti? So I want you to share your thoughts respectively in the comments below. Let's have a thoughtful discussion when different opinions can be expressed with the respect. So otherwise, thanks you for watching. Until